So today, YouTube, we're going to be fixing this controller and giving it a good old clean. You can see it's been well used. These two triggers, left and right triggers, have been broken from the hinges. So we're going to be sorting that out with some epoxy. And the board says 1990 Nintendo Co. Limited. So it's 2 years older than the games console it came with. Quite handy on these. You can see that this is embossed on the back. It's not a sticker, so that's not going to go missing when we're cleaning it. It saves us taking it off and replacing it afterwards. Also, on the inside of the controller, you'll see that these buttons are actually marked. So you've got green, yellow, red, and this one's lavender. It's not blue. Also, you've got left and right embossed on there in case you don't know your left from your right. Then it says it on the buttons themselves. So isn't that handy? Don't see that these days. So we're going to use this expensive washing up liquid to clean it up with some warm soapy water.
Yep, so there we go. Bath time for the controllers. You have fun in there, my mate. Yeah, so again, this here, I believe, is a sticker. I can't see it separating with just a bit of warm water. So whenever you're cleaning plastic, a good piece of advice is never use boiling water. That's why they always say use warm soapy water, because it won't do any damage. But yeah, you give them a good soak and do some other jobs, and then I'll come back to them in about 10-15 minutes and give them a good scrubbing. Here we go. Got all this stuff floating about. All that stuff is just grease and dirt off people's hands. You know what kids are like, getting the grubby fingers on everything. My kids are the same. I was the same when I was a kid. I used to get great satisfaction when I was a kid as well, like scraping all the gunk from the edges of the controller, because I'm so OCD about stuff like that. But yeah, gonna give these a good scrub. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm just using my phone to do all this kind of stuff, so I can't do anything that requires two hands. So I'll give these a good scrub up, and then you can see them when they're nice and clean.
So this epoxy is horrendous. It's by Gorilla. You'll see that the clear section comes out really quick. It's supposed to be a 50-50 mix, and you're supposed to press the plunger and equal amounts come out of both sides. But the yellow stuff comes out really gradually, but then the force that you're using to push it out, it'll carry on dispensing even when you take your finger off the plunger, which isn't helpful whatsoever. So what you have to do is you have to gauge what a 50 and 50 mix is, and then just stop using the other side. So where you see it's gone milky, where I've mixed it up, I'm just going to apply it to one side of the hinge and then put the trigger on there. You can't clamp it because it's so awkward, so you just have to leave it to one side to set. It normally sets within a couple of hours, but to be on the safe side, I'll leave it on the side for 24 to 48 hours just to give it a chance to bond. It's supposed to set solid, but because it's so hard to get the mix right, it's usually a little bit gooey for maybe 2 or 3 days. I tried accelerating the process with a heat gun, but that just makes it start to separate, which isn't ideal. That's not really what you want. So yeah, we'll leave them to one side until we're ready to reassemble. So there we go. We got the hinges epoxied on there in place, so they should work as new. That is looking so much better, and now it's all cleaned up. So yeah, that's ready to go after epoxying up those the two triggers that had snapped. They feel like brand new now.